Assalamu alaikum. Another class of elementary science, class 5 English version. Today we will be discussing a very important topic which includes in chapter 9, that is known as technology in our life. The students, we all know that science and technology is interrelated with each other, and technology, this world cannot be imagined without technology. We know that science and technology is playing a vital role in our daily life. So we will be discussing that technology which is very, very important for our daily life. So technology in our life. So have a look, technology in our life, what we used to do by using technology. Used to read, used to listen music, used to do everything which is related to technology. Have a look what is written here. We are studying by using technology such as books, pen, table, electric bulb, clock. So all these things now are related to technology. Look, scientific knowledge is used to invent these technologies. We cannot invent technology without scientific knowledge or without science. So technology is not possible without science. So we have to remember that science and technology are very much related to each other. So what are the differences between science and technology? What relationship are there between science and technology? We will be learning these things very, very carefully. Okay. So difference between science and technology. Okay, so first I would like to discuss about the definition of science. Science is the knowledge or study about the natural world. So whatever you can see in the natural world, if you are discussing about it, if you want to learn about it, so the science is nothing but the phenomena of natural world. Okay, so whatever is written here, science is the knowledge or study about the natural world. It is based on the facts learned through observation and experimentation to describe and explain natural phenomena. Okay, when scientists investigate and answer questions about the world around us, they follow scientific method. We will be learning the scientific method steps a little bit later, but first of all I am just giving you the idea about what is science. So by the slide or by this particular picture, we can see that science is the knowledge or study about natural phenomena or natural world. Okay, so what is technology? Technology is the practical application of science. So by using the knowledge of science, we are applying it practically. Okay, so if you invent something, you are just inventing a technology, but what is the knowledge you are applying there? You are applying the knowledge of science there. So by using the knowledge of science, inventing something, creating something, that is known as technology. So technology is the practical application of science to solve problems of our life. So what are the problems? We can say, look, electricity. By electricity we can run a fan, we can run a television, we can run a computer. So what are the thing that is playing a very important role on inventing these things? That is science. Without science, no technology is possible. So technology uses to design products, tools and processes that improve the quality of human life. We are going through a very, very technological era. Okay, so this era is based on technology. We just use different type of technological things. We are using washing machine at our home, we are using refrigerator, we are using air condition. So all these technologies are making our life much more comfortable. By which manner we have invented these things? By creating or by applying the knowledge of science, and we have created different technologies to make our life more easier, more happier and more comfortable. So scientists have studied about electricity and built up our understanding of electricity. The scientific knowledge is applied to create technologies such as refrigerator, TV, mobile and light. As I said a little while ago, technology is used in many fields such as education, medical care, communication and transportation. So how the technology is related in educational field? Look, as the pandemic is going on, you are not been able to come to the school, but still our education is going on. We are creating classes in online by using a mobile phone and using a television, and we are just uploading that class into the YouTube, and you are just enjoying the class sitting at home. So this is the use of technology. This is the use of technology which is helping in education sector as well as medical care. Now there is no need to a patient to go to a doctor if he's not been if his condition is not critical, you can just take the suggestion of the doctor by staying at home using a mobile phone or using a laptop and using the internet. So that is very easy for us to take treatment from the doctors by the help of technology. And where from the technology come? Technology comes from the help of the science. Okay. Communication and transportation. Look, we can communicate with our different type of relatives or friends or anyone in the world with a fraction of a second by using different type of social networking sites or internet. So technology makes this communication more easier, more comfortable, and more what? Faster. Okay. So difference between difference between science and technology. As I said, by using the knowledge of science, we are inventing different type of technologies. So science is the study of natural world or natural phenomena, and using that particular knowledge of science, we can invent technology. Okay. So what are the steps that should be done to follow the scientific method? Okay. So have a look, steps of scientific method. The first step is observation. By observing the world around you, you can notice the things happen or the phenomena, or you may have a particular topic of interest. Say for example, you just wanted to research something, or you just wanted to invent something. So that will be known as observation. Okay, you are just thinking about a particular topic. That is observation. And now question, you just ask yourself about that particular topic. Just question arise: is it happen? Is it going to happen? Is the research is done before, or if I do the research, what will be the outcome? Different type of question can come in your mind. So when we saw, heard, or read something, we may have questions about that. Choose a question that can be answered by making observation of that experiment. Okay. The third step is hypothesis. By using previous knowledge, if you just got that research is already been done before. So by getting that knowledge, you can compare with yourself that whether the research should be further done or not, or what will be the output, what the output can be. By just questioning yourself, you can just come to a summary, or you can come to an observation. Okay, so have a look. By using previous knowledge, make a guess that answer your question, write it down. This is your hypothesis. Okay, the next topic is experiment. Okay, then you just start the experiment. After doing the hypothesis, you just start the experiment, whatever you want to do. Okay, design a test to justify if the hypothesis is true or not. Then list the materials you will need. Then write the steps you will follow, collect data, and record the data or the result of that experiment. Okay, by doing observation, question, and a hypothesis, when you are just started your experiment, after doing that experiment, the result which is coming out, or the observation that you are founding by doing that experiment, you just write it down, or you just write it down the important points that you have got through the experiment. Okay, then come to the conclusion. After getting that experiment, after doing that experiment, whatever the result you found or whatever data you have collected, you have to analyze all the data. Okay, so that is known as conclusion. So analyze the data you collected and summarize your result. What is the outcome of that experiment that you got from that experiment? That should be written, and that written thing will be known as conclusion. Okay, think about your result and that either support your hypothesis or not. So the motto or the goal that you set for that experiment, whether it is whether the experiment fulfill your motto or whether the experiment fulfill your desired result, you have to compare it. Okay, so then by comparing that, you can write the conclusion, and then whatever result you found, whether it is positive or negative, and the result of the experiment is very much important, okay, for a scientific process. Then what you need to do, you need to share the information with others. Okay, so the steps of scientific method: first one is observation, then question, then hypothesis, experiment, in conclusion, and sharing. So if you want to research something, if you want to research something in a scientifically way, so you have to follow these 6 steps for scientific method. Okay, relationship between science and technology. We know that science and technology are very much closely related. From where or from when the science and technology developed in this in the world, we know that the great industrial revolution in the 18th century. The 18th century was a period of great industrial revolution, particularly in the field of agriculture. We know that we are getting a different type of improved variety food or different type of improved variety crops due to the development of agriculture. And when the development was occurred, it was in the great 18th century. Okay, the manufacturing and the transport, the manufacturing sector as well as the transport sector, that was developed in the 18th century. People invented steam engine by applying scientific knowledge of steam power. Okay, steam engine, the invention of steam engine changed the whole communication system. The steam engine was used for factories, trains or ships. Okay, so in the past, science and technology did not have a deep relationship. So when the relationship started, or when the science and technology has been together made with a success, look, scientists have studied the natural world to explain natural phenomena without a purpose of solving practical problems. They have discovered scientific knowledge such as electricity and light. On the other hand, people have invented technologies to solve practical problems for improving their life. They have invented simple technologies such as stone tools, fire, clothing, metal tools and wheels. So the first, in the primitive stage, what were the technologies? The technologies were stone, then fire, then different type of metal tools. But when the technology developed, when was the industrial revolution occurred? After that, people just invented different type of technology with the help of scientific knowledge. Okay, so we can easily understand that after the 18th century industrial revolution, the technology was developed all over the world. What were the technologies developed? The technologies developed in agriculture sector, the technology developed in manufacturing sector, the technology developed in transporting sector. Okay. So now we will be learning about the relationship between science and technology, that is continuing from the previous slide. Okay, so technology applies science knowledge to create products and tools. Okay, different type of products and tools that we used to make by different type of technology. Without knowing the science of that particular thing, we cannot invent anything. Okay, so scientists also use technology when they study the natural world. Okay, so scientists used to study the natural world, and by studying the natural world, using the science of that particular thing, they are inventing different type of technologies. For example, a telescope. A telescope has been invented by a scientist named Galileo, you know that. So what are the purpose of inventing a telescope? A telescope is a machine or a device which used to see the objects far away. Okay, so when they used to research something, when you want to research something about astrophysics or about the universe, you will use telescope. And another scientist whose name was Anthony von Leeuwenhoek, he invented microscope. Microscope is a device or a machine which used to help to see the object which is very tiny, or the objects which cannot be seen with naked eyes or bare eyes, that can be visible by microscope. So have a look that a telescope makes it possible for scientists to see objects far into space. Scientists use a microscope when they investigate that object that cannot be seen with naked eyes. So science and technology depends on each other. By using the knowledge of science, we can just create the technology, we can develop the technology more and more. So now we will be learning about technology in agriculture. Dear students, we all know that science and technology has a very close relation with each other. So by using the knowledge of science, the technology in agriculture field has been developed so much. So what are the development that has been brought in agricultural field? The first one is mechanical technology. So people invented agricultural tools such as shovel, spade, plow. Today people use agricultural machinery such as tractor, irrigation pump and threshing machine. It helps to produce a lot of food in shortest period of time. Say for example, if any person wants to cultivate a field by a pair of cow, it will need more time. But if we use, instead of a pair of cow, we use tractor, then the time will be short, we can easily cultivate that field. So that is the help of technology by which we can cultivate our field more faster. Then chemical technology. Okay, in agricultural field, the field is being affected by different type of insects and pests So what we used to do, we used to apply chemical fertilizers or fungicide, pesticide, so that we can stop that particular insect and pest. Okay, so in many crops farmers use chemical fertilizer and pesticides to increase the production. The fertilizer helps plants to grow well and produce more food. So chemicals are used to resist harmful pests and weeds in order to grow more food. So this is another example of technology that is being used in agriculture sector. So now very important issue, that is biotechnology. Bio means life, okay, and technology is technology. So the technology which is related to life, that is known as biotechnology. So inventing more yielding crops or improving the crops which can resist water, which can which has the ability to stay under the water, which can resist the drought condition, which can resist the flood condition. So different type of varieties has been improved by different research. So biotechnology is that particular technology which helps create new crops. So without biotechnology, new crops cannot be created. So have a look. Biotechnology is a technology that uses living things to make new products for human welfare. For example, agriculture biotechnology is a way to make plants with special qualities. This technology allows farmers to grow plants that are more nutritious, more resistant to pest and more productive. So if we want to create more productive agricultural crops, biotechnology is a must. So we learned about mechanical technology in agriculture sector, we learned about chemical technology in agriculture sector. Now we learned about the biotechnology, which is so much important for agriculture sector. We are just knowing the positive sectors of technology or positive use of technology. Is there any negative use of technology? Let's have a look. Negative effect of technology. As we are developing our infrastructure, the industrialization is going on. Every day new industries and factories are being created. So what is happening when we are creating a new industry? We are just destroying the field or we are just lessening the agricultural land. So what is happening? The increase of industries and factories that are actually destroying our natural environment. So due to the excess in industrialization, what is happening? The environment is being polluted. So that particular thing is known as environmental pollution. So environmental pollution is an issue which is the negative effect of technology. So we have to be careful about the negative effect of environmental technology. So sorry, I beg apology. We have to be careful about the negative effect of technology. By using it wisely, we can certainly reduce the negative effect of technology. Okay, so another negative effect of technology is weapons. As the technology has been improved, as people can invent different type of weapons, so what is happening? There is a chance of clash between different countries. There is a chance of war. So if we use technology only in positive way, then it will be better for us to live in a better world. So the negative effects of technology is horrible application of science, knowledge, are the improvement of weapons technology like bombs, tanks or guns. So we should not use technology in a negative way. We have to use it in a positive way. So negative effect of technology, another negative effect, students like you are just playing games, using mobile phones, playing games in the computer, listening to music. You are busy in different type of devices. So what is happening? You are not going outside in the playground, you are not playing in the playground. So it is just creating obesity, it's creating mental different type of problems, mental problems. So if you want to be healthy, you just have to keep yourself away from these devices for long time at a stretch. You must use devices. I'm not telling you that you should not use devices. You have to use devices, but you have to use the devices in a short period of time or in a particular period of time. Okay, so excess using of mobile phone, computer and laptop. What can you do? If we do not use TV and computer for productive work, it will waste our time and it hurdles in our regular sports, physical exercise and limits free thinking ability. So your knowledge or your free thinking ability will be reduced. So we have to use all the positive uses in case of technology. Thank you very much for watching the class. I hope you enjoyed the class. I will be back soon into the next class. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.